Greetings everyone, welcome to Chess Advance. This is a game played between Magnus Carlsen and Supi, and this is not from actually a tournament, but it is an online game between Magnus Carlsen and Supi from Banter Blitz. And definitely from the title you can see that not something that happens very often, and definitely an insane game played by Supi. So without spoiling much, let's get on with this game. And Supi in this position starts with e4, Magnus goes for d5, Scandinavian defense, and Supi accepts. E captures and Magnus captures with the queen, and instead of going for something like knight to c3, Supi just goes for knight f3 in this position, and Magnus develops bishop to g4, and Supi goes for bishop to e2 in this position. Knight to c3, knight to c6 attacking the queen, queen goes back, queen to d7, and Supi goes for h3 in this position. So definitely you don't want to move the bishop back, so Magnus trades, bishop captures, and both Magnus and Supi castles in this position. Castles, and Magnus goes for knight to d4, attacking that very strong bishop on f3. And as it's an opposite side's castle, both players would want to attack other players' kings, and Supi starts with a4, and Magnus trades the very strong bishop, knight captures, queen captures, and Magnus goes for a nice prophylactic move with king to b8. Definitely not a good move in this position, as it just blunders the f7 pawn. If Supi wants to take advantage right from the opening, he can just capture the f7 pawn, and after something like knight to h6 attacking the queen, Supi can just play queen to c4, and with something like e5 and d3, Magnus doesn't have much to show for the sacrifice pawn. But Supi is not here to collect pawns, Supi is here to get to Magnus's king, and Supi starts with knight to b5, a very strong move. And Magnus just kicks away the knight, or at least tries to kick away the knight with something like a6. But Supi is here to play definitely an intense attacking game, and Supi goes for c4 in this position, sacrificing the knight for some very nice attacking chances, and Magnus goes for e5, not capturing the knight. You definitely don't want to capture that knight. And Supi starts with d4 in this position, trying to get more pieces in the attack, and what Magnus should do in this position is just play something like knight to e7, and after Supi captures this pawn, go for knight to c6, and once Supi plays something like bishop g5, you can just block with the bishop, and you will have to face this e6 move, and once you capture, this rook comes on the d file attacking your queen. So moving back and trading away pieces, you'll get this position. After the rook comes on the d file attacking your queen, you just move it back, and after bishop captures, queen captures, you'll get this position where it's both players have equal chances in the game, and it's actually anyone's game. But Magnus actually captures the d4 pawn, and he goes for e captures on d4, and this just simply will not do. Supi goes for the bishop to f4, and now there's not many ways you can defend the c7 pawn, but Magnus tries one last idea, and he decides to capture the b5 knight, and he plays a captures. And okay, Supi goes for a captures on b5, opening up this very nice diagonal to attack, and Magnus just develops his bishop. Magnus goes for bishop to d6, and after playing this move, Magnus just said he just might be getting checkmated within a few moves. And I won't spoil anything, but I'll definitely show you what happens in the game. And Supi just plays rook to a2, preparing to double up on the a file, and Magnus goes for queen to f5, which just blunders the game completely, as Supi doubles up rooks on the a file, and Magnus tries to run away with king to c8. But there's a very insanely beautiful move for Supi in this position. So pause the video and beat the world champion in just 18 moves while I give you a couple of seconds. So congratulations who's able to find this move, and the move is actually the very beautiful queen to c6, and that's just insanely brilliant stuff, as there's not anything you can do about rook to a8 checkmate, as even if you decide to capture the queen, these squares still remain guarded, and there's actually nothing you can do about the rook to a8 checkmate. So yeah, definitely deserves a round of applause, this game, and what a brilliant move by Supi in this position. Queen to c6 definitely was even praised by the world champion so much that he said wow actually 3 times, and that's definitely says something about this move. And it was also in this position that Magnus Carlsen resigned the game, and definitely a brilliant game by Supi, and beating the world champion in just 18 moves, definitely not something you see every day. So thank you all for watching. I'll be coming up with another amazing game from the chess world, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you all.